Jackson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making it rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome back here to Delta High School here in Muncie, Indiana. Here with tonight's 2026 Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game between the 7-5 Wapahani Raiders and your 6-6 Delta Eagles here tonight. Again, as always, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Moravilius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here tonight. Again, live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com as well as on the IHSAA Champions Network as we get right into things here with the Raiders Live pregame show presented by Taylor Architects, Inc., a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Wapahani and Delta going toe-to-toe here for the first time this season. Again, we'll go at it once again here in about the next week or two. But first meeting of the year, obviously, this is always a game that you're always intrigued to see. I know through many years we've had great battles here between Wapahani and Delta. Obviously, your Raiders have seen success, especially the last couple years here in this Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament. 2 out of the last 3 years, Wapahani has won. Delta has had their fair share of victories. Before that, they had won 3 of 4 county tournaments under head coach Mark Detweiler. But this will be the first county championship game and county tournament under head coach Jeff Andrews. And I'm sure he's excited about all this, probably even more so for his guys. These guys have, they've continued to work hard. It's been, no doubt, a learning experience, I think, for a lot of these guys. A lot of guys fulfilling brand new roles this year that has not been asked of them before. Obviously, you have guys that graduated, new head coach. I think, still some of the same system, as before. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then again, Andrews, I'm sure, wants to put his own stamp on things. And it's worked out well here for Wapahani. I think these guys are really starting to come together, and they're really going to have to do that once again here tonight. This is going to be a very tough task. Wapahani coming off of a very nice win last night, a tough victory over the Yorktown Tigers. They're in that one 51-46. Delta claimed victory over Westell. I think the Eagles beat the Warriors by right around 40 points, I believe it was last night, in between 30 and 40 points, if I remember correctly. They're always such a well-disciplined team. Every year, same thing here for Wapahani. And this is a game, like I said, that, just is always very intriguing every year because you know what to expect from a level of intensity. These two teams tend to bring out the best and sometimes the worst out of one another. And, either way, it's going to be a hard-fought matchup from start to finish. And, obviously, no doubt a lot on the line. You're competing here for a championship crown. Nobody wants to lose. And, so both teams, I expect, will leave it all out here on the table. Wapahani has won their last 4 games. Like I said, we're starting to really come together. And hopefully we continue to do that. That's what we've been accustomed to seeing out here for a very long time. That family type of atmosphere that this team creates, and how they come together, in good times and hard times. They come together, they stay together, and they play together the right way. And they really, they keep fighting and they win. That's what these that's what this team and what this program is built on, and that's good character young men that play the game the right way, play hard, play for one another, and win ball games. And again, that testament is going to have to remain true once again here tonight in what will be a great battle here between the Raiders and the Eagles here in tonight's 2026 Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game right here from Delta High School in Muncie, Indiana. We hope you guys please stay right here with us. Again, we'll have tonight's starting lineups as well as tonight's tip-off here between Wapahani and Delta right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, ready for battle here tonight is Wapahani and Delta set to go toe-to-toe here in tonight's county championship game once again. As we'll take a look here at the non-starters here for your visiting Wapahani Raiders here tonight. We have number 4, Riley Swift, number 10, DJ Seagraves, number 12, Caleb Lewis, number 14, Hunter Rodifer, number 24, Graham Cook, number 30, Ethan Bragg, number 32, Quentin James, and number 33, Noah Olson. And now for your Air Park Door starting lineup here for the Raiders. Starting at one guard, wearing 0, Carter Bell. At the other guard position, number 1, Connor Bell. At guard, wearing number 3, Leighton Spence. Starting at forward, number 20, Eli Andrews. And at guard, wearing number 22, Camden Bell. Again, your Raiders are coached by Jeff Andrews, assisted here by Brian Bell, as well as Andy Zitgraff and Josh Kaufman. And now we'll switch things on over here to the home team tonight, the Delta Eagles. The non-starters this evening include number 13, Jackson Peters, number 20, Matthew Morey, number 21, Landon Williams, number 23, Cade Utzler, number 24, Deacon Blevins, and number 32, Cole Minette. And again, here for your Air Park Door starting lineup for the Delta Eagles. It will look like this, starting at guard, wearing number 3, Lucas Bragg. At guard, number 4, Madden Ramsey. At the other guard position, wearing number 5, Chase Phillips. At guard, number 11, Ryan Lynch. And starting at the lone forward this evening, number 50, Walker Johnson. Again, the Delta Eagles are coached by Mark Detweiler. So again, that is tonight's Air Park Door starting lineups. Stick around here, folks. We've got tip-off coming up. Wapahani and Delta in the county championship game here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Pass to the basket, gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell, right wing, 3 is up, and good. Yes, Camden Bell making it rain, baby. All right, basketball fans, the time has arrived. It is game time here from Delta High School in Muncie, Indiana, right here on the WHS Network. Delta comes into the evening at 6-6 with victories over the Daleville Broncos as well as, the Callan Blackhawks as well as the Westdale Warriors. Wapahani with the victory last night over Yorktown as we get tonight's game officially underway here at 7:53 p.m. here on this Saturday, January the 17th, 2026. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Andrews with some behind-the-back finesse to the corner to Connor Bell. Up top, here's Camden Bell. Camden from downtown.
Bucket, baby! Oh, from way downtown. Making a big-time splash.
Camden Bell will get the Raiders off here to a 3-0 start. Number 11, Ryan Lynch here with the basketball up top. Now then it's number 5, Chase Phillips. The handoff, Bragg dribbles left, finds Phillips here on the left side wing, guarded by Leighton Spence. Now to the corner, Bragg with the curl, finds Phillips. Now on to number 4, Ramsey for 3. That is no good. Eli Andrews will corral the rebound. His first of the night, and the Raiders are off and running. Leighton Spence, top the key, 3. No good. Rebounded by Ramsey here of Delta. As now Phillips motoring up floor. Ramsey now on over here to number 11, Lynch. Lynch back outside. Phillips swung on here to Ramsey. Again, top the key. He'll give way to Lucas Bragg. The screen. Bragg up. No good for 2. A battle for the rebound. Connor Bell will come up with it. Here come the Raiders fast and furious the other way. That pass deflected out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Wapahani. Again, the Raiders have all 3 Bell boys on the floor here tonight to begin the ball game. Carter Bell, Connor Bell, and Camden Bell, along with Leighton Spence and Eli Andrews. Camden up top to Connor. Swung on. Eli now here on the left side wing, guarded by Ryan Lynch. Over here now, Camden works it around the horn here to Connor Bell. The handoff here to his brother Camden. Camden guarded this evening by Chase Phillips here of Delta. Stopped, pop, drains it there from the left side elbow. So put 5 up on the board here for Camden Bell and the Raiders. Johnson on the inside goes up with it and puts that one through there for the first points on the night here for the Delta Eagles and Walker Johnson. Bell here to Andrews out near half court as the Raiders look to orchestrate things here offensively. Camden Bell here at the top will find Leighton Spence. The curl there off the screen there from Camden Bell. Andrews and a little bit of a bind finds Carter Bell here in the far side corner. Back out now to the left wing. Camden Bell drives it into the paint. The spin moves the left hand, no good. Johnson there with a rebound, and here comes Lucas Bragg the other way. Right side now to Phillips. Looking for Johnson underneath. Again, Andrews going to have a tough time guarding him here tonight. Again, matches the height. But Johnson, again, that football, this is a football school. They're physical. Johnson will be physical with them here tonight. Andrews is going to have to be able to handle that, as that will be off the mark. But Phillips with the rebound, facing a little bit of pressure, back out. Lynch, stop, pop, no good. And Andrews with the rebound. His second now on the night. Leighton Spence gives back way here to Andrews. Top now on the Spence, on to Connor Bell. As he'll dribble it out near half court, send it on over here to Carter Bell to set things up. Carter will dribble right, looking for the handoff there to Andrews. Spence sets up here for the screen, slips there to the basket, nothing available. Connor now on to Carter. And Carter had a very solid game last night, and he starts off very solid right here with a 2-point bucket. Mid-range jumper there from the free throw line. 7-2 start here for the Raiders in red here tonight. Again, the Delta Eagles here in their home white jerseys. That pass deflected. We've got a loose ball. Camden Bell dives after it. We're wrestling around, and we're going to have a jump ball as the Raiders are fired up here tonight. Gotta love it. Play with heart, play with passion. That's what wins championships, obviously, along with many other things that go into the recipe for success. But you love the initial fight that Wapahani's showing so far here through the first 4 minutes and change. Up top here to Lynch. Lynch guarded by Bell. Now Johnson there at the left side elbow. Underneath here, Phillips drags it back out. Now on to Lynch for three. That is up and no good. Johnson climbs over the back there of Connor Bell. No good. Phillips now gathers. Kicks it back out. The three is up and good for one. Madden Ramsey. So the three-pointer good right there makes this a 7-5 ball game. And we'll have a 30-second timeout on the floor taken by the Eagles. And we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. A big thanks here to Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. He's your certified athletic trainer, and he's here to get our athletes back in a game and to help them get better, stronger, and faster than ever before. He's in his 19th year of Director of Sports Medicine and 47th year overall in the field, and he has no shortage of experience as Tony has helped high school, college, and professional athletes get back to a high-level performance. For all of your rehab and recovery needs, contact Tony Cox with Henry Community Health Sports Medicine at 765-521-1131. Again, following the timeout there from Delta, again they have 4 remaining. Wapahani still with all 5 of theirs. And the Raiders with a 7-5 lead. Connor Bell will push it up floor and stop just before the half-court line to wait on his teammates to get across. 3:20 to go here in the first. Camden Bell, they're on the far side wing. The screen set by Connor. Facing some pressure. Bell up top now to Spence. Swung on. Carter Bell here dribbling along the baseline. He's going to have to kick it back out. Finds his brother Connor Bell. Connor now works it around to the right side. Andrews back to Connor Bell. Good help side right there as the Eagles were able to get back defensively as that pass will be deflected out of bounds. And it's going to stay here with Wapahani. So Leighton Spence will inbound here into the backcourt to Camden Bell as he'll walk across half court. Raiders on top here by a pair. And that pass taken away. A little careless on that pass. Up top here, swung on. Phillips there on the far side wing. Sends it up top to Bragg. He'll give way to Ramsey. Back to Bragg again as they continue working around the horn. And they will throw that pass away for the first turnover of the night here for the Eagles. So Wapahani there with their first turnover. The Eagles respond with their first as well, as the Raiders will have Caleb Lewis now in the ball game for the first time this evening. Great to see him back out on the floor. Again, he was out last night due to a concussion. He was in concussion protocol, but was cleared this morning. And out there once again. And that's going to be very important for the Raiders to have him back out there tonight. So another interception there from the Eagles. Phillips underneath to Johnson. And no good there on the shot, but he was fouled on the way up there by Lewis. So Caleb will pick up his first. Team's first here of the night. Will be Walker Johnson at the free throw line here for 2 of them. The first free throw attempt will be up and good. We'll see number 13, Jackson Peters, in here for the first time this evening for Delta. As he checks in for Madden Ramsey, the second of 2 for Johnson will be up and rattles that one on home to tie this game up. A 5-0 run put together here by Delta after a 7-2 Raider start. With 1:50 to play here in the first, Andrews attacks the left side of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Jackson Peters. To the corner, Phillips along the baseline, the reverse layup, no good. And Leighton Spence will come up with his first rebound of the night. So Wapahani's come up empty here the last about 4 possessions. We got to come up with something good. Camden Bell in and out, no good that time around. Not a bad-looking shot, and was nearly making that one rain, but unfortunately that one popped right back out. To the right side, Peters up top here. Phillips swung on to Lynch. On the far side wing, looking for Johnson underneath. Nothing's there. Bragg for 3. That is no good. Caleb Lewis will corral his first rebound of the night. And the Raiders, at least here initially, have done a pretty solid job, much better than what they did in the first half last night. They're in the rebounding department, already 5 first-quarter rebounds. Bell out near half court, 48 seconds to play in the first. He'll dribble left, kicks it out to Lewis. He'll find Carter Bell on the right side wing. Again, really no reason to force anything here if you're Wapahani. I'd be looking to drain the clock all the way down right here, settle for a good shot here at the end, and hopefully can head into the second quarter with the lead. But first and foremost, we've got to make sure we take good care of the basketball and make smart decisions. 19 seconds and counting. Andrews here on the left side. They're working back out near half court. Guarded here by Bragg. It's in the corner. Carter Bell. Shots up. No good. A little forced. Rebounded to Camden Bell. No good. There's Andrews. He won't get it to go. And that will do it here for the first quarter. So at the end of one, it is Wapahani 7 and Delta 7 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here with our Selma American Legion Post 437 game break as we enter the second quarter of play here in tonight's 2026 Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game. Again, if this is the first time you're joining us here tonight, we want to say welcome to the WHS Network. We appreciate you all for tuning in here on this Saturday night of Indiana High School Boys Basketball. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, a tie game at 7 as we enter the second quarter. Wapahani had a chance right there at the end of the first, but come up empty 3 times. Camden Bell kicks it back out, works it around the horn here. Again, we've got to keep being aggressive. You know, we started off very aggressive there in that first quarter. And since then, we've kind of shied away from getting inside. We've got to find a way. Right now, in my estimation, I would like to find a way to get the ball to the middle of the floor. Get inside that paint area. Andrews no good for 3. Spence there with a backside rebound. His second now on the night. But we've got to penetrate the inside right here. Find a way to get to the rim, either by dribbling it inside or finding a way to post up. But either way, we need to get to the rim. Oh, my. So Connor just had a little bit of a mistake right there. It happens. It happens. Can't dwell on it now. Just got to keep on trucking. So third turnover now of the ball game here for Wapahani. Lynch brings it up floor here for Delta. Woo, boy. He got lucky right there. It looked like he might have shoved off there with the left hand, but then again, I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I could be. Bragg here in the far side corner, up top now to Phillips. Phillips now swung on here to Peters. The screen set here by Kate Utzler. The 3 will be up and good. Jackson Peters, from downtown. That was a mixture of Kate Utzler and Jackson Peters right there. So a 10-7 lead now for the Eagles. Andrews works it outside. And got to attack the rim. Got to attack the rim right here. And all game long. It's going to open things up here a little bit more. I know that's a lot easier said than done. If we can dribble drive or, again, post up, I think the Raiders will see great success here tonight. The 3 from Bell, no good. So, again, when you start seeing shots not falling from outside, got to change it up here a little bit. That doesn't necessarily mean stop shooting threes completely, but we need to work our way down. Outside here, Phillips dribbles in. Nothing available. Nice job defensively there from Spence. Back outside. Jackson Peters with an air ball this time around. And the Raider student section will make sure and let him know about it. So in comes Walker Johnson for Delta. We'll have Caleb Lewis check back in here for the Raiders with 5:37 to play here in the first half. Camden Bell, near side. Back out here, right wing three for Carter Bell. No good. Again, shots aren't falling right now for Wapahani. We have fell stagnant. I don't think we've scored in probably about the last 6-7 minutes, something like that. Rebounded there by Carter Bell, his first here of the night. Nice screen from Spence. Bell works it back out. Not much breathing room right here. Carter Bell. I like the idea there from Camden, though. Spence. Again, got to stay composed right here. Solid defensive effort. You got to give credit where credit's due. But Wapahani, again, staying relaxed, making sure that we're making the right, the right play, smart decisions, not forcing anything right here. Camden Bell attacking the inside, works it back out. Leighton Spence for three. No good. Andrews there with the rebound. So we'll get another crack at it here. Oh, yes. There we go. How about that? Working the ball inside, and great things can happen. Oh, heck yes. So Leighton Spence there with his first points on the night. And again, great rebounding there for Wapahani, not giving up on the possession. Peters for two, no good. Nice block out there from Lewis. He receives his third rebound here of the night. Andrews here on the left side wing. Underneath, Lewis falls off balance. He'd have been better off just to kind of dribble that back, maybe go inside, see if he can get him up in the air and go up into him, see if he can pick up that foul on the big fella. Lynch on the Jackson Peters. Now Bragg in possession of the basketball there on the far side wing. 3:19 to go here in the first half. Bragg for two, no good. I'll tell you what, Spence got fouled from behind. Should have been an over-the-back call. And indeed, that was not what happened. It is what it is, things aren't necessarily going to be in your favor. And just got to keep on playing. So the timeout taken here by Wapahani. This will be their first charge timeout here of the evening. Stick around here, folks. Again, following the timeout, we'll be back here with your second quarter of action here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back. And following the timeout, both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. A low-scoring affair so far, 12-9. Camden Bell cross half court. Bell dribbles left, attacking the rack. Didn't quite get the angle and put it off the backboard where he was wanting to. And got to keep fighting through right here. It's going to be a physical ball game. Fight through that. Nice hands there from Lewis. Creates the turnover. Second turnover now on the Eagles here on the night. Wapahani with 4. But again, still only find themselves down by 3 points. Lewis here to top. Right side now to Carter Bell. Lewis there with a screen. Now swung on. Spence to Camden Bell. Right idea. Carter Bell for three. No good. That was good ball movement. No, that was still a pretty good shot. Again, we're just not hitting them right now. No good for three. And we're going to get a foul. They're on the low block. And that foul will be on number 3, Leighton Spence. The Raider fans are letting our officials hear it tonight. Woo! They did not like that call. Tell you what, though, right here in the same breath, we want to say how much we do appreciate our officials. And again, I always try to make mention of that every ball game. Again, without them being here, we cannot play the game that we love to watch and enjoy. So appreciate our officials here tonight for the work they do to provide all of us with great entertainment in the beautiful game of basketball. 127 and counting. Andrews attacking the rack and gets the finish. A little finger roll action right there from Eli Andrews. His first points on the night to go along with 4 rebounds, and it's back down to a 1-point ball game. Right side elbow, that's number 5, Chase Phillips. Swung now to the right side, Ramsey. Back here to Phillips. Oh, man, heck, the Raiders darn near let him walk right in there. Mercy sakes. That was just a little bit of a lapse defensively this time around. We haven't seen that. Camden Bell now spins on to Lewis. Andrews here near side wing. Nice pick and roll action, and Caleb Lewis, the reverse lay-in. Caleb now with his first points on the night to go along with 3 rebounds. So again, so important here for Wapahani. Got to find a way to get a stop right here to close out this first half. If it was me right here, I'd be playing up there on him. Apply the pressure. You never know, they might turn the ball over. Lynch back here to Bragg. The 3 is up. No good. And Andrews, coast to coast, baby. Yes! That right there, folks, is how you end the half, baby. So your halftime score, the Wapahani Raiders 15, the Delta Eagles 14. Stick around. We'll have our halftime reports coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is and has always been to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, welcome back here, basketball fans, with our Some American Legion game halftime report. Wapahani up 15-14 here at the break after what was a very physical first half of play here on both sides, which again, I mean, that's nothing that we didn't expect. Going into this game, it's going to be a hard-fought, grueling matchup from start to finish, and that's exactly what we've seen here in the first half, and we expect the same thing here in half number two. I thought, Wapahani played fairly well. There was a few times, we might have been a little careless with the basketball, but really for the most part, we've handled the pressure really well here from the Eagles. I mean, they've been very, very stingy on the defensive side of the basketball, but on the flip side, Wapahani has been too. I think that we've done a very good job defensively. We've rebounded the ball well, finishing possessions. That's one thing I talk about quite a bit, talked about it last night. And we rebounded well there in that first half. We end up having 13 rebounds, so we're limiting Delta to one shot or less, and we've got to keep doing that if we want to win this ball game here tonight. But the Raiders, again, we move the ball well. I would still like to see us be a little bit more aggressive and continue to attack the rim. So nonetheless, we'll see how the second half goes. Camden Bell led the way here with 5 points here in the first half. Andrews, 4 points, 5 rebounds. Caleb Lewis, 2 points and 3 rebounds, as well as Leighton Spence with 2 points and 3 rebounds. And then Carter Bell with 2 points and a rebound, and Connor Bell with 1 rebound here at the half. And as Wapahani 15, Delta 14, we'll step aside, and we'll be back here with the start of the second half here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back as we begin the second half of play in tonight's 2026 Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship game. Again, Wapahani with a 15-14 lead here as we head out into the third quarter of action. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And the Raiders with a good defensive possession to begin things. Eli Andrews there with his 6th rebound here of the night. Cross-court pass, and that was just trying to do a little too much with that. You had Leighton Spence wide open right next to you. It's what it is, though. Again, learn from it. The Raiders have got to get back at it right here in this defensive possession. Lynch motors up floor right here, gives way to Madden Ramsey, dribbles here to the top of the key, finds Walker Johnson underneath here to Phillips to the corner. Bragg dribbles, finds Ramsey. The top of the key three is up. No good. Phillips tried to corral the rebound, and instead it rolls in and out of the hands and out of bounds as Wapahani will take over here on offense here at the 7:09 mark here in the third. Andrews will bring it up here for Wapahani. Again, looking to get the offense going here to begin the second half. Leighton Spence, the handoff to Andrews. Drives it, kicks it out here to Connor Bell. He'll dribble inside the lane and rolls off the side of the rim, no good. Tough break there for Connor. Got a great opportunity. And again, the right idea, going at the rim. Keep doing so, and more times than not, we'll cash in. Bragg here on the near side. Phillips there with the screen. Bragg works it around here to Lynch, out near the 10-foot volleyball line. Lynch will dribble down to the top of the key to find Phillips. Now back again here to Ramsey. Again, as they continue to work the ball around the perimeter, dumps it down low here to Phillips. Outside to Lynch. The three is on the way. No good. Carter Bell there with a rebound. His second here on the night. So pushing up the floor quickly. Finds Camden Bell here on the near side wing. Now gets into the paint. The right hand is up, and it's good.
Again, attacking the rack and getting that finish.
Camden Bell now with 7 points here on the night. That's now a 3-point Wapahani lead. Up top here, Phillips swung on to Lynch. Guarded here, face guard here from Carter Bell. Ramsey now on to Bragg. Phillips nearly got that one taken away from him. To the corner to Ramsey. He'll take the left side three, and he was so excited right there that, to take that shot, he shuffled his feet and turned it over. So first turnover of the second half here for the Eagles. Only 4 of them here on the night. And they've done a solid job of also taking good care of the basketball. Carter Bell, left side wing, guarded by Bragg to the corner to Connor. He'll take the corner three. That is no good. Rebounded by Phillips. And back the other way come the Eagles. Phillips underneath here to Johnson and was fouled on the way up. Again, big man got the angle. The Raiders are going to make him earn it here from the free throw line. The foul here on number 1, Connor Bell, his first, team's first of the quarter. So Johnson at the line for 2. The first one will be up, no good. That's why, again, when he had the angle right there, it was a smart decision. It was either let him have an easy 2 or foul him and make him earn it, and it turned out to be a great decision. So Johnson did knock down 1 of 2. Good for him. They're better than 0 for 2. So again, gets the Eagles 1 point closer. Now a 2-point lead for Wapahani. With under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Spence on to Connor Bell. Now Camden there on the far side wing. He'll dribble up top, back to Connor Bell along the baseline. Now, again, just trying to do a little too much right there. I think Connor had an opportunity to possibly go up with that. Phillips for 2. That is good, and that's going to tie it up at 17. Andrews on to Connor Bell. Dribbles to find Leighton Spence. Andrews pulls the ball all the way back out near half court. Dribbles right. Hand off to Camden Bell. Gets into the paint again.
Will get the bucket and the foul. Heck yes.
So Camden will head to the line for one more. The foul is on number 11, Ryan Lynch. That's his first, team's first. That is the first foul of the ball game on Delta. So this obviously will be the first free throw of the night here for Wapahani. So we'll have number 13, Jackson Peters, checking in here for the Eagles, as Madden Ramsey will have a seat. So again, Camden Bell at the line looking to complete the three-point play, and he will get it done. So make that 10 points now on the night here for Camden Bell. Johnson there at the free throw line. The handoff to Lynch. On now to Jackson Peters. He'll dribble to the top. Gets inside the paint area. Finds Phillips. Works it back around here to Lynch. Again, right along the perimeter. Thought about taking the three instead. Opposite pass here on the reverse there to Bragg. Johnson goes to work. Gets the ball stripped away from him. And, they were saying that's a shooting foul. So the foul is going to be on Leighton Spence. That's his second, team second of the quarter. Back at the line here for the Eagles, number 50, Walker Johnson. As the first one will be up and good. The second of two, up and good as well. Job well done there for the young man. Got under 3.5 to go here in the third period here from Delta High School. They're in Muncie, Indiana. And there's a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on number 3, Lucas Bragg. That's his first, team second. And head coach Mark Detweiler is absolutely losing his mind right now, with the referees completely flabbergasted on that call. Spence to inbound. And finally finds Carter Bell out near half court. Andrews kind of orchestrating the offense right here. Telling everybody kind of clear out. Camden Bell inside the paint. Turn around.
Fadeaway jumper. Knocks it through.
So once again, another three-point opportunity right here. The foul on Ryan Lynch. That's his second, team's third. So in a span of, maybe a minute, the Eagles have picked up 3 fouls here in this quarter. And the free throw will be up and good. So a job well done, Camden Bell. So 13 points on the night. Peters here along the baseline. Up top now to Phillips. Looking for Johnson. He'll get it to him. That shot is rejected, but Phillips gets the rebound. Back out to Bragg. Along the baseline, mid-range shot up and good. And we will get a full timeout on the floor taken by the Eagles. This will be their second charge timeout here of the ball game. It is Wapahani 23, Delta 21. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after this message from Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, folks, welcome back. And following this timeout here on the WHS Network, Wapahani 23, Delta 21. Again, sure do appreciate everyone for tuning in here tonight. It means a great deal to us to have your support of not only us, but ultimately the student athletes out here on the floor for both Wapahani and Delta. A great group of young men here on both sides, very well coached, obviously, and what has been a hard-fought battle so far. Again, with 2:24 to play here in this third quarter. It will be Wapahani basketball returning here from the timeout after the made basket from Lucas Bragg just a few moments ago to dwindle the lead down from 4-2 for Wapahani. Eli Andrews, post feed inside to Camden Bell. On to the corner to Leighton Spence. Spence now will work him back out. Now dribbles to the left side along the baseline, and he will lose the handle on it and turn it over. That's the third turnover now of the half here for Wapahani. That will now give us 7 here on the evening. Again, Delta with 4 turnovers. And again, Wapahani, not from the lack of pressure. I mean, we've done a really, really solid job here on the defensive side of the basketball, because Delta has really done an exceptional job of taking good care of the basketball here tonight, as Jackson Peters will make it rain from downtown and give the Eagles a 1-point lead here, 24-23. Let's see if Wapahani can go on a little bit of a run right here to end this third quarter. We'll have a reach-in foul on Delta's number 5. That is Chase Phillips, his first. Team number 4 of the quarter. Andrews tries to back down his defender. In a precarious position right there. Carter Bell now on to Camden. Leighton Spence now here at the right side elbow finds Carter Bell. Carter dribbles at the free throw line, shots up, shots good. Carter Bell buries that one there from the free throw line. 4 points and a pair of rebounds here for the sophomore guard for Wapahani. Under 1 minute to play in the third. Lynch falls off balance after being fouled there by Carter Bell. That will be his first. Team's third. And there was a warning issued to the Wapahani bench as head coach Jeff Andrews was beside himself. He was just literally in a crouch position. He didn't say anything as that will be turned over. Camden Bell no good on the shot as he will be fouled on the way up. But again, Andrews was in a crouch position. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't believe that he said anything, but he very well could have. I don't know. But one of the referees, again, issued a warning to him. So, again, the foul there was on Lucas Bragg, his second. Team's fifth, as Bell will knock home the first one. The second of 2 here for Camden Bell will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done, Camden Bell. $15 points here for the senior guard for Wapahani. Camden Bell, again, essentially putting the team here on his back. He's went to work. 15 seconds and counting. Wapahani again here with a 3-point lead. Lynch, a nice easy path to the basket right there, and that will do it here for the third quarter. So at the end of 3, it is Wapahani 27, Delta 26. Fourth quarter coming up, folks. We'll step aside, and we'll be back right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here with our Selma American Legion Post 437 game break. 27-26 Wapahani leads as we enter the fourth quarter here tonight with Wapahani in possession of the basketball in a 1-point lead. It'll be Eli Andrews with the basketball right here, guarded by Chase Phillips here of Delta. Andrews, right side, finds Camden Bell. Now Carter Bell, left side three.
Right on target. Carter Bell making a rain from downtown.
First three of the night, give him 7 points and a pair of rebounds so far. And Wapahani again matching, I believe, their largest lead here of the night of 4. Bragg with the left hand. Well, you don't see that very often. The ball gets stuck on top of the rim. He couldn't have done that again if he tried. So again, it ends up again resulting in a jump ball. So possession arrow favors Delta. And Bragg again facing some big time heavy pressure there from Camden Bell. Lynch now on the far side wing. Dribbles right, lost the handle on it, and ended up being a kickball off the foot, I believe, of Camden Bell. Nearly sent that one up into the second deck here at Delta. Johnson here to Jackson Peters. Here near the free throw line, back out to Phillips. Phillips works his way inside, kicks it to the corner. Peters going up here against Eli Andrews, and he will throw that ball away for the third turnover of the half for Delta. So let's see if Wapahani can make him pay. Andrews here at the top, right side now. Carter Bell in command of the basketball, finds Camden. Camden rips it through, a little shimmy shake. Takes it, kicks it back out. Carter Bell works it back up top again here to Camden. 6:32 in the fourth. Works it out near here at half court now, guarded by Phillips. Attacking the rack. The left-handed finish up and good as he kissed that ball right off the backboard. Havoc game. Camden Bell again put his team on his back and goes to work. Lynch outside of Phillips, now on the Bragg. Here's Peters, dribbles. He'll kick up top here to Phillips now. Lynch, guarded by Carter Bell, dribbles right along the baseline. A little bit of a bind right there, but was able to finally find Jackson Peters right there as Chase Phillips will post feed it down low. Kicks it out, darn near a over and back violation. Peters for three, no good. I thought that ball hit the seat belt up top, or the little rope. Nonetheless, they say it did not. And we continue on here as we'll have a timeout on the floor after the made bucket there by Walker Johnson. Again, the timeout taken here by Delta will be their third charge timeout here of the evening. And we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout to once again thank our sponsors here this evening. Again, we are not able to do what we do without them. So a big special thanks here to Air Park Door, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network, located at 321 West Ontario Drive in Muncie, Indiana. They've been voted as Muncie's quest for the best for the level of professionalism and knowledge they possess, along with the quality service they provide for a reasonable price. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Air Park Door and give them a call at 765-741-3667 for all of your garage door needs. Also a big thanks here to Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC. If you're looking for a family-oriented 5-star dental office, then look no further. Make your appointment now with Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC, located at 3915 Willing Avenue in Muncie, Indiana, to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. Give them a call at 765-288-1560, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So again, following the timeout, Wapahani with a 4-point lead, 5.5 to play here in regulation. Andrews going right at the rim and will get the finish. 6 points, 6 rebounds for the senior forward here for Wapahani. Lynch underneath here to Johnson. Backs him and down right there. Might have gotten away with a little something there, but Bragg will knock down the corner three to now make this another 3-point ball game. Carter Bell left side three. No good. Johnson there with a rebound. 4:40 to go. Lynch, but angles his way through the acrobatic shot and all gets the bucket to go and the foul. And the foul will be on Carter Bell. That is his second, team's first of the quarter. So Lynch will now head to the free throw lines for one more. Again, looking to convert here on the three-point play to tie this one up at 34. And a free throw good. So just like that, a 6-point lead is down to nothing. That was quick. Ball here in the hands of Camden Bell. He'll find Leighton Spence. Eli Andrews here on the near side wing. Gives way to Camden Bell once again. Guarded by Ryan Lynch. And Wapahani in no hurry right here. Slowing the pace down a little bit. Camden here with a spin move. Outside to Spence. Nothing's there. Work it back out once again. Again, no reason to force things. Stay under control. Take care of the basketball. And when the opportunity presents itself, that's when you got to be in attack mode here. If you're Wapahani, got to go at it and find a way to put the ball through the bottom of the net right here, right now. Andrew, stop, pop,
Money from the free throw line.
the mid-range jumper crossover. Ramsey for three. It's good. Now to a 1-point lead for the Eagles. I'll tell you what, man, you got to love Indiana High School basketball. State tournament atmosphere here tonight.
And then the bucket and the foul from Camden Bell. Oh, heck yes!
That was absolutely beautiful. Yes. So Camden will head to the line for one more. The foul on number 3, Ryan Lynch, his third, team's first of the quarter. And so Bell will head to the free throw line for one more. Oh, what a game. I love it. The free throw up and good. So again, you get the 2-point bucket, then the free throw. 39-37, Wapahani. Again, the timeout taken here by the Raiders. This will be their second charge timeout here of the night. And we shall step aside here for a break. 39-37. We'll be back here on the WHS Network. Welcome back once again here with our South American Legion Post 437 game break. 39-37 Wapahani as we return here from the timeout. Again, Wapahani with 3 timeouts remaining. Delta with 2 timeouts remaining. And Lynch crosses half court, guarded here by Carter Bell. Lynch, no good there on the shot. That'll be fouled on the play, they say, by Carter Bell. So Carter will pick up his third, team's second. So number 11, Ryan Lynch at the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. Ryan Lynch's first free throw attempt will be up and good. The Raiders got to find a way to box out, get the rebound right here if Lynch misses, and he will not. 2 for 2 there on that trip to the line for Ryan Lynch. Job well done there for the young man. From Wapahani standpoint, though, you would like to have seen him miss both. But nonetheless, back to work again. Camden Bell, right side shot, no good. We've got a battle for possession. And the jump ball will favor Wapahani. There's Caleb Lewis right there in the thick of things. It'll be Leighton Spence to inbound. Inbounded to Bell. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds off of the Eagles. So we'll try this one again. And now we'll get a timeout here from Wapahani. Jeff Andrews did not like what he was seeing right there, so the timeout on the floor. And again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Again, a big thanks here to Signed by Ash. Again, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network, locally owned and operated since 2019. That's your one-stop shop for custom fan gear, business apparel, and rustic signs. Make sure to call Ashley Bell at 765-748-2155 and check out Signed by Ash on Instagram and Facebook. Also, a big thanks here to Next Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust. Those are some great values that Next Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. So again, both teams starting to make their way back out onto the floor. We've got 2:20, well, it's actually 2:24 on the clock. Tied at 39, Wapahani basketball. Inbounded here to Camden Bell here in the near side corner. The screen here from Carter Bell. On there to Carter Bell from Camden. Lewis there with the right side screen. On to Leighton Spence. Spence dribbles out near the 10-foot volleyball line on to Eli Andrews. Countdown on here with 2 minutes to play. To the corner, Spence, as Eli Andrews is down on the floor. Again, got hit in the midsection. It's a tough young man right there, though. Just kind of shakes it off, needs to take a little bit of a breather. Okay, so now we've got a meeting of the referees. I'm not sure what that's about. There's really nothing to talk about. Okay, so again, I have no idea what that was about, but we're ready for basketball once again. Inbounded here into the backcourt to Camden Bell. Again, under 2 minutes to play. Wapahani Delta tied at 39. Carter Bell there on the far side wing. Up top now, Spence. Works him back around here, reverses the basketball. Now the handoff to Camden Bell. Again, got to look to go to the rim right here. Go right up to the big man. Up top, swung on out. Andrews here on the right side wing. And then a foul here on Lynch. That's going to be his fourth, team's second. So the ball will be inbounded here along the baseline to the corner. Carter Bell now on to Camden. Lewis on the Spence. Drills into the paint area, works it back out. Now to Camden Bell. Under 1 minute to go, 55 seconds and counting. Andrews on to Lewis, works it around the horn here to Carter Bell. Far side wing, Spence lines up there with a screen. Camden Bell going to the right side. That ball lost out of bounds off of Delta. Bell from the free throw line, left it short. So I would imagine right here that Delta will hold from the last shot. So Raiders can kind of play up on them right here. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Eagles. This will be a full timeout on the floor with 15 seconds to go. Oh, man. What a game, folks. Stay right here with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these messages here on the WHS Network.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, folks, welcome back. A lively atmosphere here from Delta High School. In the closing moments here, 15 seconds to play. It's Delta basketball. Delta with one timeout remaining, Wapahani with two. I would imagine that they might try to look to go to the big man right here, but we'll see. Lynch out near half court. Driving to the rim and gets the bucket to go. Wow, that was about as easy could get. So there's 1.4 on the clock. I mean, Lynch, again, he was able to get the angle, beat him right through off the dribble, got the angle, and put it through for two. Not much to say other than that's exactly what happened. So, again, the timeout here from Wapahani. They have one remaining. So, again, we've had an instance like this, it was about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. At Eastern Hancock, Wapahani was down late and was down by two, actually. Had a jump shot made there by Eastern Hancock. There was, I think, a touch over 2 seconds left. Camden Bell got the ball, hit a half-court three, and won the game. Could that happen right here? Absolutely, it could happen. I would imagine that Delta will definitely. I would think that they would press. I don't know. I would think that they would. I would also imagine they would have big man guarding the inbound. At least I would think. But actually, they're going to take him out of the ball game. So again, they're putting 0.8 of a second back on, so there's 2.2 seconds All righty. Spence to inbound. Inbounded here to Camden Bell. The shot for three, no good, and that will do it. So the Delta Eagles defeat your Wapahani Raiders 41-39. What a game. What a game. Again, not quite the finish that the Raiders were hoping for, but that was a heck of a finish. Stick around here with us, folks. Again, shortened version of our Raiders Live postgame coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pat to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell, right wing, three is up,
And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby.
Carroll for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger, getting the strikeout for out 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field and gone. Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. All right, folks, welcome back here with our Raiders Live postgame show presented by Selma American Legion Post 437. Again, your final score here this evening, the Delta Eagles 41, your Wapahani Raiders 39, and a hard-fought county championship game here tonight. So that is a clean sweep here for the Delta Eagles. Again, you got to tip your cap to them. Right there at the end, I will say I was a little surprised. Wapahani had wasted a lot of time right there in their last offensive possession. And then they, had a good opportunity right there, trying to get the shot to go. But I kind of assumed, considering where the clock was, I thought that since we had already drained a good amount of time off the game clock here, we were just going to hold for the last shot, and indeed that wasn't the case. Yet again, I'm not here to say, whether if that was a good idea to go ahead and take the shot or not. If you have an opportunity, that's the whole point of the game is to find a way to score. And, if you have a good opportunity to hopefully put it through the bottom of the net, then you got to take full advantage. It just didn't work out that time, and it's tough. That's basketball. That's sports in general. Just a hard-fought ball game, and obviously someone's got to win, someone's going to lose. You never want to be on the losing side of the scoreboard, but it happens here tonight. How do the Raiders respond? After tonight, I think that you just get back to work. Our next game is going to be next Saturday night at home against Randolph Southern. You regroup, have a good week of practice next week, and get ready for the Rebels. I'm sure, you're going to have this in the back of your mind, no doubt about that. But, we'll get another crack at them here, within the next couple weeks, I believe it is. We play them, on January the 30th, right back here at Delta again. So, we'll get another crack at them. And, hopefully the Raiders will come out victorious in that one. But still, this one obviously stings, no doubt. You play to win, you don't play to lose. It just didn't work out in Wapahani's favor here tonight. But it was still a very hard-fought ball game, very physical game. There's mistakes, that happens. You can say that for both sides. So that kind of goes hand in hand a little bit. But, Camden Bell and the rest of these Raiders, Eli Andrews all the way down the line, they showed up to play here tonight. It wasn't their best, night obviously for them, but, they still played good enough and hard enough to win. And, they had a chance. And they'll get back at it again next week. So, you have to, in some ways, have a short memory. Yes, you'll have this kind of in the back of your mind a little bit. You want to learn from it. You want to get better from it. But you have to, you put, your eyes and move forward on the next opportunity, and that will be next Saturday night against Randolph Southern. So I look forward to watching the Raiders to see us hopefully get another win in conference play coming up next Saturday night. But final line score here this evening, Camden Bell led the way, 20 points here tonight. Following him was Eli Andrews with 8 points and 6 rebounds. Carter Bell, 7 points and 2 rebounds. Leighton Spence and Caleb Lewis with 2 points and 3 rebounds each. And then lastly, Connor Bell with 1 rebound there for the grand total of 39 points scored for your Wapahani Raiders. So a tough one tonight. We took good care of the basketball, did well from the free throw line. We rebounded, I think, pretty good. We had 7 turnovers. We were 5 for 5, 100% there from the charity stripe. Just Delta made one more play than what we did. And that's just, as they say, that's just how the cookie crumbles. And, we're going to have, like I said, a great week of practice right here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do from here on out throughout the rest of the season. But again, we'll be back at it. We've got some games next week. Again, there will be a period of time right here. Did want to, I guess, go ahead and make mention of this, and I'll probably end up maybe putting a video out here on the WHS Network, possibly again. But more than likely, there's going to be some time right here within the not so distant future where I will be taking a little bit of time away here from the WHS Network. My lovely wife and I are expecting a baby boy pretty much about any time, so we will be dealing with that, and obviously extremely excited. But again, I will be away from the WHS Network here for a while, obviously for very, very good reason. And but obviously a wonderful time in our life, and I'm going to be spending some time at home and spending some time away from the basketball floor and here on the WHS Network. So again, I'll end up putting a little bit more info out. Not going into obviously great detail, but putting a little bit more info about that once we get to that point, which again could be any time. But I just want to make sure and be a little bit more transparent with all you fine folks out there in Raider Country, because again, there's going to be some time right here where we will not be calling the action here on the WHS Network for that reason, and a very good one it is. But again, congratulations here tonight. The Delta Eagles victorious 41-39. Wish them all the very best throughout the rest of their regular season until we play them. But again, great team over there, very well coached. I can say the exact same thing here for Wapahani. It was a fun game to watch and a fun game to be a part of here tonight. Again, it's the Delta Eagles defeat your Wapahani Raiders 41-39. The Raiders fall to 7-6 on the season. Again, they'll be back at it next Saturday night from home as they take on the Randolph Southern Rebels. Folks, until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy as we say good night from Delta High School.